about contestant number 14. I was an eccentric American writer and a self-styled genius. Some may tell you otherwise, but what can I say? I enjoyed going against the status quo, whether it was my writing style or my love for same-gender relations. I was born on February 3rd, 1874 in Alabama, Pennsylvania. I spent most of my childhood days reading the library. I wanted to be a writer, but no one encouraged me not to pursue my dream. So I decided to study psychology. During my college years, I wrote a few books on psychology, mostly journals. But that was when I realized that writing was my natural calling in life, so I packed up my things and started a new life in Paris, France. While I was in Paris, I wrote my first poem, Scared Emily. My poems were more about sound than rhyming. Like my most often quoted line, a rose is a rose is a rose. During World War I, I brought supplies to American soldiers and visited them in the hospital. Despite my French location, I had a strong sense of patriotism for my home country, USA. After the war, I met my lifetime companion, Alice Topless. Don't get me wrong, I had other hobbies besides writing and psychology. Did you know I discovered Picasso and Braque? The history books might tell you otherwise, but take my word for it. I introduced them to the French and American public. The story of my rebellious life is on February 3rd, 1843. The stomach cancer got the best of me, but I am proud to say that a lot of my unpublished work was soon brought to the public's attention after my death. I am Brittany Ebeltoft, representing Gertrude Stein. Thank you.
Thank you, Brittany. Contestant number 14, Miss Rosamond Brittany Ebeltoft, and she is being escorted by her stepfather, John Faber. Someone else.
A time that I inspired someone else is when I had a friend who didn't want to join the softball team, but I was telling her how much fun it is and how much I learned. I even learned a couple life skills because of the coaches. And so I told her about it, and she came to practice, and she ended up really liking it, and now she's a really good softball player now. Thank you.
Brittany enjoys playing sports, which includes soccer, volleyball, and softball. She enjoys shopping with her friends, and her favorite food is pizza and anything with buffalo sauce on it. She enjoys watching movies, that is, anything except scary ones. Brittany's favorite colors are red and purple. Thank you, Brittany.
And by the way, first of all, who votes to push back the start of school 2 weeks? Raise your hand. All in favor? Aye. It's official. I don't think I can quite make that motion.
They started Monday.
Or approval. But seriously, folks. Again, the topic is negotiation. Tonight, I wanted to clarify RTA's perspective and my reaction to the board's approval of a 3% salary increase for employees at the last meeting. Now, please understand, RTA and the teachers appreciate the district and the board's commitment to improving salaries. We understand the intent of ensuring we begin the year with a raise and the goal of supporting employees, thereby boosting morale. But unfortunately, the intent was completely lost in how it was done. And the reason is threefold. First, there again was no communication that this was going to occur. While this action item was on the board agenda and I saw it was listed, I could not find any support documentation when I examined the 100-page board packet. I saw a classified salary schedule and guessed the agenda item related to that exhibit. Unfortunately, I was wrong, and I admit my mistake. But what surprised and disappointed me the most was that I did not receive a single call, a single email, or meeting from the board or administration to discuss this idea ahead of time. Now, I may not have readily agreed with the action, but it would have given you the opportunity to make me more aware of the intent and the reasoning behind it. I would have then been able to communicate it to the teachers. Without that collaborative exchange, the sizzle on the salary increase was snuffed out. Secondly, the action by the board and the administration is unprecedented. It seems to circumvent the negotiations process and take away the voice and input of the employees. It seems to say, this is what we're going to offer, take it or leave it. When I communicated the action and how it was implemented to the teachers, every single response I received questioned the approach. Again, I have learned after the fact this was not the board's intent, but it feels like we have been painted into a corner with negotiations. And finally, the proposals being discussed by RTA and the district are much more than salaries. It is salaries, benefits, and class sizes, and these key issues are interrelated. We need to decide on the right mixture of these three topics. By deciding on one piece of the pie, it has affected the other two. And again, I am sure this was an unforeseen consequence, but it is a simple reality. Now, a 3% increase is nice, but it does not replace the money we have lost over the last 2 years, and we are looking toward an increase that is consistent with other increases previously approved by the board with other salaries. So, yes, we do want a raise, but we want the right increase with the right combination of improvements. After the last board meeting when your action was taken, I had a chance to talk to Mr. Weinstein for clarification of what had happened. He assured me that we will continue to negotiate the entire package. I appreciate that, and we'll continue to negotiate, and we'll look forward to tomorrow's scheduled meeting. As always, I hope it will be collaborative, constructive, and productive. I know exactly the package that will make the teachers appreciate the district's and the board's support and build the morale you were hoping. It is not unreasonable, and we are not expecting the moon. What we do want is input and control over our part of the negotiations process. So again, I look forward to continued talks with the district and hope we can bring you a tentative agreement before too much longer. We have a school year and teaching our students in which to focus our attention. However, it will take commitment from the district and direction from the board to achieve this. I remain optimistic, but we all need to listen and communicate. And again, thank you very much.
Well, Anna, congratulations on being the student representative to the Board of Trustees.
Thank you.
How did you happen to get the job?
I ran for ASB Vice President, and this is my 4th year in ASB, and I thought it would be fun.
Okay, okay. And so, who voted?
All RHS students.
Okay. Okay, well, that's really good. Well, to be on it, you've got to have good grades, and you've got to like politics, and
Yes, sir.
and do you like all of that stuff?
Yes, sir.
Uh-huh. And what's your best subjects?
I would have to say math and science.
Math and science?
Yes, sir.
I see, okay. And your plans after high school?
I want to go to San Francisco State University and become a pediatrician.
Oh, nice, nice. Well, congratulations again. Best of luck. And if the Rosamond News can do anything for you during the year, just let us know.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Yeah.